Sci-Fi Chick Edge 2D, and welcome back to ARK Survival Evolved. And um, last time, I can't even remember what I did last time. Damn, it's been a long day, and I'm very tired. Um, anyways, I've done some work. I've got a behemoth gate there. I got a behemoth gate way over there. I got rid of the doors. All my dinos are way over there. Got to call them back so they can feed. I kind of broke the center pole here to make room for all our dinos. So that way I can get them out those doors rather than them being stuck over here all the time. Losing my voice. So yeah, not too much around here, but I do have a story to tell you gals and ghouls out there. So I gathered up necessary stuff to go out and try to tame bloody hell, I cannot talk. A Procoptodon. There we go. The kangaroo, or Joey, or whatever you like to call it. So I went on my raft. There's a few places I've seen them at, so I went to those, didn't find any. So I wanted to get close to one area where they say they spawn. It's in the mountain. Unfortunately, I went right through the swamps. See where this is going? At the time I had Copper with me. He has got another level. As you can see, I got the rare mushrooms, I got the plant species X seeds. Excuse me. Let's see, what do we want to do? Just more HP. My taming raft. I've lost it. Not lost. I know where it's at. And in today's episode, we're going on a retrieval mission. Unfortunately, it means we're going through the swamp. I am not bringing my dinos. I am not bringing any good gear. So I'm switching out what I got for cloth. And two, it's supposed to be, it's going to be rather hot in the swamp. Yeah, you landed, buddy. I'm not bringing wing with me. I'm only going to bring the bare essentials. I'm going to forgo some of the hide here. Keep the berries. Spyglass. Alright. But today is a retrieval mission. I have to journey out, get back to my raft, and then guide it back out through the swamp somehow, and hopefully save it. Because I wish I had the recording on. It was not a fun experience. Unfortunately, another reason I made kind of a poor judgment is I was a bit rushed because I had to get up early to go to the dentist. So I didn't really have a whole lot of time I could actually sit down. So I'm going all over the place to look for the Procoptodon. And yeah, fail miserably. Then I get lost in the swamp. And I mean, literally, I got lost. I mean, I had no idea where the heck I was going. I didn't know what was east or west or north or south. and I got attacked by every living thing in that bloody place. And I tried to avoid hitting. Luckily, I did not hit the paracers. Man, that would have not ended well. But I got attacked by raptors, I got attacked by snakes, sarcos. Yeah, it was bad. So, currently, I will tell you that my boat, my taming raft, is located at the mall region where my base, where I used to have a base back in during like my season 1, I guess. Yeah, season 1. I really like that place. Ooh. Avoid yellow. Avoid Carno. Sir. Yeah, we'll go deal with those. Alright. Oh! Ants, of course. Raptors, of course. This can't be a bloody... Level 4. Zombies, ants. Oh, here comes the raptor. Nope. What? Level 100 Dylan. Alright. Okay. So if we find a fireplace, or not fireplace, but a fire pit, or whatever you want to call it, we're going to use it. Cook up some meat. There's a raptor. The rest of these berries. Yeah, there's some more. So yeah, it was rather... Oh. Now this is already turning out to be quite the adventure as is. I suppose could have brought one of my dinos, but the swamp is not a friendly place, and I'm afraid I might lose. So, my Sarco is not that... Ooh, bloody... Not gonna deal with the Carno. Nope, 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 nope. And of course my dogs are gonna add commentary in the background. Okay. Sure that Carno is not going to Alright, gather some more berries. I'm going to need all the food I can get. And then hopefully we can make it to the boat, cook up some of the meat, or need to cook up some of the meat along the way. Okay, this is going to be the boat rescue series. Well, I wouldn't say series, but it's definitely going to be at least a couple of episodes. Because already getting there's been met with a lot of hurdles. Don't really need the narcos. Keep the stems though. Alright. Not gonna sprint, gonna let the food build up. Usually about this point, about this point, mostly what I have to worry about is ants, compies, and raptors. Maybe a scorpion or two, but otherwise. So yeah, see this swamp channelway? This is the one I basically sailed through. So I started at like the very beginning of this riverway, and I just moved my way. Probably the best thing to do is just to craft up one of those I guess what you call it, a war map. Throw it up there and show you what happened based on that. Yeah, it was not easy, not fun. It's tested. It definitely puts your patience and your skill as a survivor to the test. Not unless you're like one of those high-end players that basically are romping around with the T-Rex or a Giganotosaurus. I'm not running around with that. And come this weekend, actually hoping, since I don't have to work on overtime this weekend, I'm still doing 9 hours at work, but a day. Gather. Keep an eye out for snakes. Don't need snakes right now. I mean, the easiest thing I could do is just actually, dump all my things and spawn at the bed I have at the boat. But, that would just make things easy, and this would not be a rather adventurous few episodes of me fighting against the whole bloody map just to save my timing boat. I mean, I could just build another one and then, rebuild it, but, it's the sentimental value. The memories, the experiences, the heartaches, the moments where you're biting at your lip just like, "Ah." Okay, my boat is actually down that way, so okay, that's a parasaur or whatever, however you wish to pronounce it. Dillo's fucking compy. Now comes the fun bit. Piranhas. Alright. swim, swim, swim. Oh! Yep, there they are. Ah! Die! That piranha's out of the water. I'm surprised it hasn't died. Oh well. Alright. Raptor, Sarco. You know, I've seen this place here standing, but does anybody actually own this? Oh yeah, it's a gentleman. But this place looks like it got hit. Or they're tearing it down. It's red. Huh. Weird. I'm going to need to eat. And the reason I'm getting rid of... Oh, that's not what I wanted. No, I got like 400 fiber. Well, that'll work. But the reason I'm not keeping the narco berries, if anybody's wondering, is because I don't want it to weigh me down. I don't know, it looks like this base might have gotten hit, so they just abandoned it. Alright, and my raft should be somewhere. There it is. Aha! Alright. Make it across. Goodness, you guys. Excuse me, pterodon. Oh! Piece of me, raptor. Very, very, very meat. As you can see, the boat has changed. For one, there are the ramps that I had on it are gone. Reason for that is I had to basically wall this whole part up here so I can try to keep my anklo safe. So yeah, it was an experience to say the least. Go ahead and take care of this. Sweet. And it doesn't look like anybody broke in, which is awesome. Because as you can see, I got some stone and wood that I need to use for crafting. That's a bow and arrow and a hatchet. So, now begins close. Lag. Alright. Now becomes the journey of getting them balls out of here. Oh, that is a Spino. a T-Rex. That is a Gallimimus. That is an Ankylo. Might as well just start naming them all off. That is a Scorpion. This is me continuing on sailing along. So yeah, I only have the basic tools and equipment. So I'm gonna be using that to break down stone, break down trees, anything that gets in my way or impedes my path to freedom. Can I get through here? Yes, I can get through. And Has 3 wrap? Oh, great. This is going to be a problem, though. Can I get through here, maybe? Aha, I can. Alright, so now the venture continues. And the dogs add wrestling commentary. Charlie versus Moab. There's a dino's butt sticking up. Oh, it's a Paris. Ooh. Frame rate. There's a Carno and a Giga. Actually, I'm kind of curious as to who's going to win that fight. Not a Giga, but a Gigantopithecus. That was a Giga. Good lord, that Carno would be squashed and I'd be running like hell. But yeah, go ahead and kind of curious to see who's going to win. Looks like that Gigantopithecus is winning. Well, actually I'd say it's about even. They're both pretty bloodied. In the left corner, you have Mr. Brown. Oh, Mr. Brown bought it. And we are sailing away. We do not wish to deal with Mr. White. Goodbye, Mr. White. Look pretty even. Actually, I think I've mentioned how I got my terror bird. Well, this is the beach where I've got it. I knocked his butt out somewhere over there. And since I did it on the black sand and he's white, like I said, that's kind of why I named him White Sand. Kind of a word-on-word play, so to speak. But yeah, I'm well aware that this will actually lead me into a swamp area. Let's see. If I go down where it says cove, it gets swampy there. And so I'm hoping I can navigate it. I got no dino with me, so I'm hoping with just me here I can salvage my craft. And actually, get it back home. Then I can make repairs. I can then add another white Carno. All kinds of Gallimimuses around here. Beep beep, excuse me, coming through. so far so good. Last time I took this path, this is actually how I ended up losing Blue. Is I actually was coming out here to look for a dino to tame, ran out of time, was not paying attention, and then I basically took Blue up to that top of the hill over there, and that's kind of where I had to stop and log out. Bad idea. Of course, it was my own stupidity because I was not paying attention to the time. Yep. I had a raft out here. I don't know if it's still out here. And I've come to find out that when you demolish a raft, you don't get, you know, like half the supplies back that you normally do when you demolish stuff. Yep. This is where the trouble started. See? Getting caught up on rocks already. Make sure there's no sarcos. So now this bind up. Yeah, I gotta cook that meat, don't I? Actually, I better do that. I'm gonna need something to regain HP if I get into a fight. Meat. Thatch. Wood. The reason I add the thatch in there because it doesn't consume the wood right away, so when it burns through the thatch, it goes straight into wood and starts making charcoal. Gotta break all this away. That way. If you're hearing that, that's actually my dog. It's Momo, or Moab is actually his name. We just call him Momo for short. He's making himself a nest. And I did poor English there. Let me try that again. He's making himself a nest. Don't do English very well, apparently, considering it's about the only thing I can speak. I did do Spanish as a second language, but I have never had a need to use it, so I've forgotten a lot of it. So, yeah, there's that. Did know some German. Spent like 3 years in Germany as, of course that was when I was a kid though, but yeah, never had any need to try to remember it all, and I just forgot. That's the problem with coming through here. It's rather time consuming. Momo, goober. Yeah, you, Momo. Quit that. Come here, goober. And I'm starving. Sarco. Yeah, this is going to be very time consuming. meat. Much better. Alright. Now. Navigate. We can. Pop up. Alright, I'm actually gonna stop the video there, and I will be right back. I'm going to get through all this stone. It's going to take a while, and I don't think y'all want to stand there watching me whacking the stone. So yeah, I will be BRBs, and hopefully I'll have some good news. And if anything happens, I'll bring y'all back. But till then, BRBs, gals and ghouls.